We are here at Capitol Hall Field with the grand old man of Cape Girardeau baseball, Post 63 American Legion, John DocYalley, here after, what, almost 70 years now with this field?
No, I started in 1956. So.
Okay, almost 70 years.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you have been basically the face of Post 63 baseball for a long time.
You got that right.
I mean, when this program first started up way back then, how were you able to get the kids out?
Well, it wasn't as hard a job then. It was pretty well the king of the crop, you know. Then we didn't have all these other teams, independent teams, and that, you know. In fact, I've had boys all the way from Low Saxton play for me, you know. And I had a big wide area. It kept me busy scouting. You know, I had to scout all these little teams, and now it's a little different. So many different places for them to play, you know. But it has depleted the program some by doing that. You lose a good kid here, lose a good kid there, you know. But basically, we're still surviving.
You know, this program has had the fortunate opportunity to host the last couple of zone tournaments. So not only do people get to see your guys, they get to see the best of Southeast Missouri, even further up towards South County, St. Louis.
Yes, that's right. Now we're having it again this year too. Yeah, we're going to host it again this year, and well, a ballpark. We got a ballpark, good facilities, and that's got a lot to do with us getting the zone. You know, I mean, we got the press box, scoreboard, a good field, and that helps as far as getting it. You have to bid on it, and we've been fortunate enough to get the bid the last 3 years.
Now you've been coaching this and managing this program since '56, but it's not your first rodeo at this park. Going back to the days of the Fairgrounds Park, there's a picture up in the box of you actually raking the outfield during the time that the old St. Louis Browns were here for a short time.
I was 13-year-old, and I was really that really got me started. It was a little different. The major leaguers was different then, you know. They'd come out, or you could come out, and they'd play with you after the game, you know, catch and talk to you. Of course, they didn't have nothing else to do, you know. They wasn't. Most of them didn't have cars. It was war year, and they didn't have cars, and they just walked to the motel. They was just like Legion players then. They'd help you out, play catch with them. It really got me started on baseball.
I tell you, there's been a number of coaches and managers that you have influenced, including a couple that do work out of this park. One of them being Jess Bolin, the longtime manager of the Capitol Hawks that still play here to this day. Oldest amateur baseball team in America. Another man you influenced, Mark Hogan, the longtime coach of Southeast Missouri State.
Steve Williams.
You know, Steve Williams, coach over at Cape Central, who also went through this program. You know, the one thing that people really appreciate about Post 63 baseball is the fact that from this level, there's no telling where these kids can go in the big leagues.
That's true. I mean, the major leagues, they really, if you're a good Legion player, they'll find you. I mean, in fact, the major leagues put a little money in the Legion program. In fact, the matter is 76 of your American-born players are ex-Legion players. So if you're a good Legion player, they got a lot of faith in you, you know. They know that you're facing good competition, you're under good coaching, and so they know you're a little bit more primed than the ordinary kid, you know.
This program, this American Legion National Baseball program, has been around now over 80 years. I mean, it has survived 2 world wars. It has survived a number of other conflicts. Something that brings these kids out to play Legion ball and put that American flag on their jersey if they do make it to the state, to the region, and sometimes the national level. There's a sense of pride of being able to play America's pastime at one of its highest amateur levels.
You don't, to win the Legion, you've got to, the fact of the matter is, you've got to be the world champion. I mean, you go all the way to the top in this program. I mean, it's not stopped off here or there. You go plumb to the World Series, and you're the best in the world, and which I've never been. But that's quite an accomplishment. I've won the state 2 or 3 times, but I've lost in the regional, in the rubber game twice. So I like the game of going